Hi, I'm Julia. Welcome to my yoga channel. Today we're going to be doing a moon practice. This is a very gentle moon sequence. It's very relaxing for evening times or any time you'd like to relax. We're going to start off standing, so bring your feet and your ankles together and reach the arms up overhead. Now clasp all the fingers together except the index fingers and thumbs. Reach up nice and high here. Inhale, and as you exhale, lean over to your left. Your hips can go over to the right. And breathe, sinking into the pose. And then come up and let yourself lean over the other way. Keep pulling the arms straight. Let the hips go out to the left. And then back up. Inhale and exhale, bring your hands down onto your waist. Now you can either step or jump your feet apart. Start bringing the toes out and the heels in and sink down into goddess pose. Bring the arms out overhead. See if you can clasp them, turn them over so that the clasps parts of the hands are reaching up towards the ceiling. Sink down into your hips. And then straighten up. Bring the back toes, your right toes in towards the left foot. Arms reach out and we're going to go into triangle pose. So reach forwards, bring your hand down, somewhere down the shin or the ankle, and your right hand up towards the ceiling. And then look down at your front foot, bring your hands onto the leg or the shin, stretch forwards, inhale, and as you exhale, come down and hang over the leg. Take it as far as works for your own body without bending this front leg. So you can be here if that's your place. And if you want to, you can walk your hands back so your fingertips face the back foot. And again, breathe into it. And then release the pose, bring your back knee down and come into a kneeling crescent pose, a crescent moon pose. Reach up and back, sinking into that front hip. And then release that. Now swivel yourself around, see if you can come into this pose where you push this knee out, gently sinking into it. If you can't come down so low, you can bring it up here, and that's fine. And then ease yourself up out of the pose, come back into goddess, reaching the palms, pressing them up overhead, sink into the pose. And then straightening up, take your left foot this time to face in, arms reach out, stretch forwards and come down into triangle pose on the other side. Gazing up at the top hand. And then we're going to take it into pyramid pose. So facing the front leg, you can have your hands on the floor or on your leg. Look forward, inhale, exhale, stretch down the leg. And if you can keep this leg straight, you can have your hands walking backwards. And then release the pose, bring your back knee down and come into a kneeling crescent pose. Bring your hands down and come into that low version of the goddess pose on one side, sinking down. If you can't come down this low, just bring your hands down onto your leg. Just find the place that works for you. And then ease yourself up, reach up, heels towards each other, arms reach up and back, sink down into that goddess pose again. And then bring yourself up. You want your left foot out, right foot turned in, and bring the arms out. Reach out over your left leg, come back into that triangle pose. Right hand up towards the ceiling. And then bring the hand round onto the small of your back, bend the front knee and place your hand down in front of your left foot. You might like to keep the wrist up to give yourself a little bit of height. Bring the weight forward onto that front leg, lift your back leg and slowly straighten up your left leg. Open this hip up towards the ceiling, back leg nice and high. Take your left hand up towards the ceiling. And then ease yourself around, lift both arms and come back onto your back toes. The heel doesn't come down, reach up. This is the full version of the crescent pose. Sink into the front leg, reach up and look between your fingers here. And then bring the back heel down, come to warrior two briefly, and then bring yourself up and around to do the other side. So legs straight, reach out over your right leg, come down to triangle pose on the other side. Looking up towards the ceiling, breathe. And then bring your hand onto the small of your back, bend that right leg, bring the hand down just in front of it, maybe with the wrist raised. Shift your weight onto the leg, lift your back leg, straightening the right leg. And then, if you can, take up your top hand towards the ceiling. And then shift your balance around, hips parallel to the ground, arms reach out, step back on your back toes, and come into that crescent pose. Sinking into the front leg, look up, and then bring the back heel down, come briefly into warrior two, and then bring the legs facing the front, hands onto your waist, step, or jump your feet in together. Well done, reach up overhead, inhale and bring the hands down to the heart center, namaste pose. Come on tiptoes, find your balance here. See if you can lower yourself down really slowly, bending the knees, keeping the back nice and straight. And slowly back again, all the way up to standing, still on tiptoes. And lower your heels, close your eyes here, well done. Take a few breaths. And just notice how you feel. And slowly open your eyes. Namaste.